Okay, so I'm going to show you a trick. Multiplying bigger numbers, not really a trick. It's actually called the distributive property here. That's the technical term for the mathematical term, but really all it is multiplying bigger numbers using a simpler method, and it's parsing out the biggest number to make it easier to multiply. So I'm going to take 52 and I'm going to multiply. I'll do an easy one to start, so we'll do it by, let's say, 4. So 52 times 4. Now that's not easy for a kid to do. Sometimes they'll have to take it over here and they'll multiply it by 4, which is a great method right here. I love this one. So then they multiply, they do 4 times 2, gives them, 8 right here, and then they multiply the 4 times the 5, and they get 20. If they have to carry a number from this, if this is over 10, then they have to put the 1 up here or the 2 up here, whatever it comes out to. But that's kind of the most common way, probably how everybody learned it. But this way is really, really a friendly way, and sometimes it connects with kids on a different level. So basically what you're going to do is you're going to take, rather than multiplying 52 by 4, you're going to split this thing into an addition problem of numbers that are easier to multiply by 4. So you're going to kind of look at it like this. So the addition of those 2 times 4. And what that does is it allows you to take this 4 right here, take the 4, and you're basically going to multiply it by both the 2 and the 50, because 4 times 2 is easy for a kid, it's 8. And then 4 times 50 is generally pretty easy for a kid, because they'll take the 4 and they'll multiply it by the 5 to give them 20, and then they'll just add the 0 on. So they'll take this down here and they'll say, if you're going to write it out the long way, this is what it would look like. It would look like 50 times 4 plus, 2 times 4. So if you look at it as the piecing of those two, this 4 is now being multiplied by both the 50, which is this one, and then the 4 is also being multiplied by the 2 right here. And then it's easier for kids to kind of wrap their mind around these bigger numbers, if you will. So 200 plus 8 is going to give me the 208 that I'm looking for over here. So either method works. Sometimes this, this method over here takes a little bit longer, but a lot of times you'll find kids can do this in their head. And then they're doing this part right here in their head, and they'll get right to here. So they can go from here to here to here, and it makes a little bit more logical sense. This way you've got kind of a pattern that doesn't really, you kind of got to memorize the way of, the pattern of doing it. You start on the right side, and then you got to remember to carry the number and all that stuff. This is more in your face, I guess, where nothing's hidden. You don't have to, forget this number and multiply and add and do all that stuff. But you're kind of still doing the same thing over here. But sometimes this blocking of information will help a kid. It'll resonate with kids and make this number right here look less gruesome. So anyway, use it or lose it. Enjoy.